Good morning everyone, how you doing? Or good evening if you're watching this at night time. Paul here from Unusual Things, out and about. Yet again, walking through another cemetery. But today's nice, it's a nice day. Now today I'm looking for Rodney Stephen Hull, born the 13th of August 1935. We probably all like to know him as Rod Hull. Now Rod Hull was an entertainer, and he's probably well known for having the bird emu with him. If you haven't seen emu, I'll show you emu. That's Rod Hull and emu. Now, during the 80s, I was a massive fan of Rod Hull and emu. And it wasn't the fact that it was a puppet and he used to just do things with it. It was the fact that he used to terrorize people with it. This puppet, people would be absolutely bricking it. If they saw Rod Hull approaching them, they would be like, oh Lord, here he comes. And he was so unpredictable. No one knew what was going to happen. I'm just having a look here because it's not the biggest of cemeteries, but it's nice, it's chilled, it's relaxed. And I don't really know where the headstone is in this cemetery. Sometimes you do, sometimes you get a little bit of a heads up and a rough idea, and then other times you just have to come in here and you know, you can be walking around for a long time. One thing I will ask is if you can all subscribe to the channel, so there's a pigeon above me, and give a little thumbs up for a like. Now Rod Hull was born on the Isle of Sheppey in Kent, and after leaving school he started to train as an apprentice, or started to train as an electrician, and then he got called up for national service and he served in the Royal Air Force for a little while. And then in 1956, there was a golf course over there. In 1956 his family moved to Australia, so he obviously went with them, and he started working in television out there, doing lighting rigging and things like that. So he would work on these for a television company, and he also started writing little scripts, and he became an extra on one of the TV channels and created a character called Constable Clot. Which was a bit like a Buster Keaton type of character. It was a real slapstick comedy sort of thing, you know, just bumping into things and tripping over things, and he was good at it, and the people saw that he was good at it, so they gave him his own show, and he got quite successful. And then during the show, at some point, someone introduced the bird, the emu, and once that was introduced, all hell broke loose. Now in 1971 he returned to the UK, and he was getting booked up because of his success in Australia. He was getting booked up for light entertainment shows, kids shows for a bit of entertainment with the bird, but also adult shows as well. Not dirty adult shows, but adult shows for fun and for the unpredictability of what he was like with this bird. And even at one point he went as far as, after the Royal Variety performance, in the lineup, they have a lineup of all the celebrities and all the stars at the end, and all the people that have been on the show. And the Queen Mother walked past and the bird attacked. He attacked her bouquet of flowers. Right now, whilst I'm walking and talking, I'm not really paying attention as to where the grave is. So I really need to focus and concentrate. So I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I was saying what a nice creature you were. Now don't let me down. Don't let me down. Mr. Parkinson sent his regards, by the way. Oh!
You know how to upset somebody, don't you? Yeah. Sorry about that. Yes, carry on.
That's not a subject you want to
Well, I don't
delve
mind.
into. No,
What have you done?
I've lost all contact with the outside world, actually. Never mind.
Well, I think... World
That's right.
Christmas special, yes, that's up.
And
And...
I'm sure all his fans look forward to that. Yes, thank you. Thank
you very much.
Does he
Yes,
share
we
his
do.
enthusiasm for poetry?
No, I'd just like to give another plug that we're
Yes,
going to
yes,
sign these
yes,
books.
yes.
We'll be signing these books at Alders in Croydon this afternoon,
Well
ladies
done.
and gentlemen.
Terrific.
Yeah,
I was
stop
going to
it.
say been well behaved, but actually,
He
I've
has
got to
been.
say been a bad
That's what we like to see, isn't it?
What are you doing?
I think it sort of remains for me to say what a great show it's been having Rod Hull and Emu here, and thank goodness he accepted the fiver that I gave him early enough to attack. And join us again if you can. Bye for now.
Stop it.
Have a good week.
I think I finally found it. What a tough one that was. Dad, in ever-loving memory of Rodney Stephen Hull, 1935 to 1999, sorry. I loves ya. That's why I say cheerio, not goodbye. Wow. Now, after having a really distinguished career, working in normal television, children's television as well, I used to have Rod Hull and Emu, like the Pink Windmill. I can't remember what the actual programme was called, but someone would knock the door and they'd go, there's somebody at the door, and all the kids would join in. It'd be good fun. And of course the entertainment shows that he used to do as well. He was a very, very physical comedian, which is what I liked. He didn't tell jokes as such, but he didn't need to. He had that emu, and that emu just gave him free roam to terrorise anyone that was interviewing him or any shows that he was on. I even remember him being on The Word once with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg just looked absolutely petrified. You know, Michael Parkinson, that traditional clip that everyone's seen. If I can put it in now, I will if you haven't seen it. And for any viewers that are not, you know, everyone from Britain will know Rod Hull and Emu is, and Australia of course, but anyone who's from overseas that's watching this right now, if you haven't seen him, go and look him up. Just type Rod Hull in, and what a funny guy. Very physical. He was only a slight man, but he would get involved and he'd throw himself, he'd be wrestling around with people, and that's what I loved about his comedy work, his physical prowess, if you like, as a slight guy that would just go in there and attack anyone. So I've got to say thank you, Rod Hull. You gave me many years as a kid of happiness, and even as an adult as well. Last night I watched some of his clips on YouTube and I was rolling around laughing. It was just crazy. It's just craziness, and I loved it. It was great. Now, Rod came to a really sad end to his life on the 17th of March 1999, aged 63 years old. He was at home watching the football. I think he was watching a Manchester United game, and he went up onto his roof because the aerial was playing up. In them days when you had outside, I know we do these days, but you know, when it was the thing, and he sadly slipped off the roof and never made it after that. What a sad ending, really. It's an amazing career. But I suppose he would have been in his 80s by now. And who knows? I want to know what happened to the emu. So thanks, Rod. You've made me have many laughs throughout my life. And if you're watching this and you know whatever happened to emu, let me know. Good man, I like that. I read somewhere once that he was found in an attic and then he was auctioned off somewhere and someone had him. I know he was a bit tattered and torn, but as a kid, I can't remember who bought it for me, whether it's my mum and dad or my nan and granddad, but my brother and I used to have toy emus. Loved mine, I loved it. But I didn't get away with attacking people. I used to always get told to shut up. Look how beautiful it is. There's a golf course over there. It looks like there's some stables over there as well, some people riding horses and stuff. Anyway, guys and girls, that is it from me today. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to help out, of course, traveling to and from these locations costs fuel, and in this day and age, it's not cheap. But I do have a donate button on my YouTube page. If you want to put a couple of quid over for fuel, you're more than welcome. You don't have to, you don't feel obliged. But it just helps, it enables me to travel further, to make more videos to bring to you, and to continue to grow the channel. And don't forget, if there's any unusual things that you're aware of, it doesn't necessarily always have to be graves. I know I'm going to a lot of graves at the moment, but anywhere where in your town or city that a film was made, and you know there's real clear points that I can look at, or any, I thought there was a bumblebee in my hood then, or if there's any really good things that are unusual that you do for a living, and you want me to come along and film it and put it on the channel, then just give me a shout, leave me a comment down below, and we'll sort that out. Anyway, God, I'm getting attacked by Bug City today. Whatever you're up to, have a great day, night, week, whatever, and I will see you all real soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.